So now we'll have a look at bulk logged recovery. In the bulk logged recovery model, unlike the full recovery model, all transactions except bulk operations are logged, while any bulk operation is written in a single log file for the whole process. Okay? So in these cases, it's really not possible to restore our database to any particular time. In the bulk logged recovery model, bulk transactions are performed faster than the full recovery model. Why is that? Well, bulk transactions are not written to the transaction log file one by one. In the bulk logged recovery model, it's not possible to restore our database to a point in time by bulk processing. So this model is not really suitable for production environments. But now let's make a backup and restore operation with .back file and bulk log recovery model. So for the .back file backup process, we'll first set the recovery model as we have done before. So we'll right-click on the database from which we will back up, click Properties, click on the Recovery Model button under the Options tab, click on Bulk Logged in the list that opens. Click the OK button and close it. So we've defined the recovery model. Now we can go to the backup process. Right-click on the database. Under the Tasks tab, click on the Backup option. Backup database, Bike Stores screen opens. In the window that opens, in the General tab, in the Source section, select the database that we want to back up. Recovery model is pre-selected as the model that we set before. And the Backup type section, just click Full. Backup component section, Database. This option is selected if the entire database will be backed up. Files and file groups. So if a file group backup for the database will be imported, you want to make sure that this option is selected. Destination section, Backup to. In this section, you can configure settings related to where the imported backup will be stored. And of course, with disk and tape options, you can make file settings about where the backup taken at the bottom will be copied. And when the disk option is selected, it is located under the C drive in Backup by Default. Click the Add button. And in the window that opens, we select File Name in the Destination on Disk section. Click the button on the side. And at the bottom of the window that opens, we'll write bulk logged recovery _model dash backfile.back in the file name box. Then you can just click the arrow button. Click the OK button again. And we have now set up our backup file. So in the Media Options section, settings related to backups that we have received are made. In the Media Options section, we determine how the backups taken in the Overwrite Media section will be kept. So this option is used if we want to back up using a single backup file. In this way, every time we make a backup, it's backed up in the same file. And we can set the backups taken. In the Reliability section, we can verify the backups after they are taken. If we select Continue on Error, if an error happens to occur during backup, it will continue to backup. So on the same screen, in the Backup Options tab, Backup Set Partition Settings, Name. We always give our backup a name. Description. Sure, you can use this section if you want to add a description to the backup. Backup set will expire. So, of course, this is a section where you set the date when you want that backup to be stale. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it by default. Now, after configuring the necessary settings and clicking OK, if you don't get any errors, you can just start the database backup process. The backup process will be complete in a certain amount of time, depending, of course, on the size of the database and the power of your computer. Now, as you can see, the database backup has been successfully completed. So if you haven't changed destination path after the database backup import, you can always see your backup with the extension bulk logged recovery model backfile.back, and that's on your C drive. Just follow this file path all the way to backup array. All right, so that completes the full backup process using the bulk logged recovery model.